$14 trillion in debt as a nation. Morally, the family is falling apart. Divorce, teenage pregnancy, teenage suicide, drugs, alcohol. You go down to a local high school, and what was once morally unthinkable, that was shameful, is now not only normal, it's celebrated. Spiritually, we used to be proud of our motto as a country, "In God We Trust." Now teachers are afraid they're breaking the law if they say that in school. When I look around and I examine the fruit that's hanging on the tree of this country, it's rotting. And when I dig down and examine the root, I find out it's actually worse than I even thought it was. There is something seriously sick in the soul of our country. If you leave a nation long enough, history tells us that eventually there will rise up some kind of a tyrant, some leader who will enslave his people. Why would America be any different? And to top it off, I have friends in church that tell me that the worse things get, the better it really is, because it means that the end is near and that Jesus is returning. Don't worry that the world's going to hell in a handbasket. Just get out of the handbasket. It's part of the plan that it's meant to be, that the whole thing is going to burn. Really? Because I have kids in this world. I have friends who have children in this world, and I want a great future for them. And are we supposed to just let it go? But if we just take our hands off the wheel and let it fall off a cliff, aren't we creating a self-fulfilling prophecy? So I turn on the news and find that most people are playing the blame game. The right blames the left blames the right. Government's blaming big business. Business blames big government. Hollywood blames the church and religion. And the church is blaming the media for all of the problems. With everybody blaming everybody else, I'm not hearing a clear voice that's giving us a solution on how to get out of this mess. Wait a minute. It's got to be simpler than this. Maybe it's as simple as we've forgotten what made this nation so successful and healthy and prosperous and secure in the first place. Maybe if we could go back and talk to the men and women who built this country, they would tell us what we're doing wrong and how to fix it. And if anyone understood what it was like to be in a tough spot as a nation, it was them. I mean, our forefathers came out of an era where they were surrounded by darkness on all sides. I mean, this was a time when you could be hung, burned at the stake, beheaded, or drawn and quartered for disagreeing with the queen or the king. The culture was terrible. The nation was bankrupt. The king had tripled the debt. People were slaves. And in their church, they had their antichrists and a king who had set himself up as God on earth in the church. So if anyone knew what it was like to live in difficult times, where it looked like the end was near, it was them. But what was their attitude? It wasn't put your head down and get ready for the end of the world. It was, we're getting off of the defense, getting on the offense, and we see victory in the future. They had a 500-year plan, and they went and built a new nation.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It is, it sounds like almost everything that I have said about the problems and the idea that nobody's saying the answer, nobody's standing up, nobody's doing anything. And I've come to this place where I don't want somebody to stand up. I don't want a leader to stand up. That's bad news. We get a charismatic leader, more charismatic than this guy. We're in real trouble. The people will follow him, and the answer is with each of us.
That's right. That's right, and that's what's so exciting to me. It's so empowering to understand that the real solution to this is not going to begin at the White House. It begins at my house and your house with our children at the dinner table.
So is there a discussion after this? Is there, because this is a live event, right?
This is a live event, yes. And then...
So there's more than you come and watch this. I'm trying to think. I'm bringing my how old kids? I bring my college kids, bring my high school kids. How far down?
I made this movie in such a way that I knew that my 13-year-old daughter would hold her attention, and that she could understand all of the issues.